All right. Hello, and welcome to the very first official episode of the Smokin' Joe show. I got a lot of fun stuff coming up, and I've done a lot of silly things getting ready for this one. The first of which is a theme song I have created with the help of my friend Corey Hess at Cedar Tone and some chickens.
Because I'm with you through thick and thin, whatever trouble you are in, I don't care whatever you do, just know that I love you, oh, I love you.
All right. Get used to getting that song in your head. I'm Smokin' Joe Scarpolino. I will be your host of the Smokin' Joe show. First off, we're just going to get right into it. I got some shows coming up. Tomorrow, my boys in Space Monkey Mafia are heading. I'm going to scooch right over here for this part. There we go. Then Space Monkey Mafia are heading to Fargo. They're playing a show at Dempsey's in Fargo, and it is a free show. Starts around 9. Make sure if you are in Fargo or the area, go see Space Monkey Mafia. It's great ska from Minneapolis. Let's see. Also this weekend, and I will have my special guest, Romie, tell you more about this one, but there is an opening of an art gallery studio called Creators Space that the Bob Pat Band, my good friend of mine, Bobby Patrick, is playing on Saturday. There's also lots of other music. There's a Romer Dome group set. He's right there. I can talk to him. And it's just going to be a great thing. So we'll mention that later. Romeo will tell you all about it. Moving on. Midwest Music Fest. This is a big one. This weekend, I believe it is in Winona. And we have Charlie Parr, People Brothers Band, Frogleg. There's a huge, where is it? There's a huge list. There's a gigantic list there of bands that are playing at Midwest Music Fest down in Winona. So make sure to check that out this weekend. Down in Winona. This Saturday in the cities at Famous Dave's, we have the Famous Dave's Blues Battle of the Bands. Winners is Mae Simpson. And a member of Mae Simpson may look familiar, and we might be playing a music video of hers coming up here later on in the show. Also with Bitter Roots, the runners-up, also really great band. They're going to be playing together. I believe there's no cover. Is there a cover? We don't know. Anyway, and at the Famous Dave's in Uptown. Next week, Allure, or also known as Elizabeth Gondor, is starting her residency at the 331, and her first show features this guy. Smokin' Joe and Friends will be featured on the first Tuesday of Allure's residency at 331 in Minneapolis. So come on down. There's Illusion Valley week after that. Jeff Krause, you can read. There's lots of cool stuff coming up with that. And next Friday is Star Wars Day, and that means it's time for a Dead Larry party. The Dead Larry party is at the Nomad. We're having a Star Wars dance party with Simone Smash It, Space Monster, Nathaniel, New Elements, all amazing Minneapolis acts that are playing at the Galactic Get Down, which, I will talk about a lot and forever. Moving on, that weekend, Dead Larry is headed down to Des Moines with Frogleg and Gus Royale for another Galactic Get Down pre-party at Lefty's in Des Moines. So all of you Iowans, make sure to join us. It's right in the middle of Iowa. You can just get there. It's equidistant. So come to Des Moines and have a little get-down party with us and Frogleg. At the end of the month, one of the coolest things that's ever happened is going to happen, and that's Revival Music Festival. Bass player Phil Lesh, the Grateful Dead, is headlining it. We got Leftover Salmon, Twiddle, Keller Williams. There's just some amazing stuff. Useful Jenkins, Dead Larry, Doodaloo, Space Monkey Mafia, and just such an amazing time. 4 days of music, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Please check out Revival, put on by MJG. And, man, it's just going to be a great time. And later on this summer, make sure to find yourself at the Galactic Get Down. In Houston, we have a party, Minnesota. That's Houston, Minnesota, featuring that one guy, Useful Jenkins, The Way Down Wanderers, Kind Country Frogleg, UV Hippo, and more. There's so much talking I'm going to do about the Galactic Get Down. Just make sure you check it out at www.galacticgetdown.com. Oh, yeah. I am going to segue this one nicely. Reed Grimm is having his big old CD release shows this weekend. Tomorrow, April 27th, down in La Crosse, Wisconsin. You have him playing at the Cavalier Theater. His band is amazing. Every member of his band that's playing with him this weekend, I know for a fact, are the shreddiest, best, just the best players pretty much in the city. So if you can find yourself at the Cavalier Theater Friday, April 27th in La Crosse, or the Cedar Cultural Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota, on Sunday at 3 p.m. No excuses. It's not too late. It's Sunday. It's all ages. Cedar Cultural Center. Just make sure to check that out. And I am featuring my first music video of my very first episode. We're going to show you Reed Grimm's new video for Creating Now, which I am in. So check out about 1:15, people jumping on trampolines. I'm one of those people, along with Gigi, Christina Kelly, and her son Caleb. And without further ado, here is Reed Grimm Creating Now.
To say what's right or wrong. I'm not even here to say you gotta love this song. I just know I'm gonna follow the dream, hard as it seems, whatever it deems to be the path that I gotta traverse, not in reverse and in every verse. I'm a rocket till I'm put in a hearse. I don't wanna put a wedge in between. I wanna co-create the most amazing world we've seen. Well, I can't do it all by myself. creating now. Whether we know it or not, we're a part of it and it can't stop. And I know as long as we're here, we gon' give it all we got. And the only thing in the way, all the things that we say do, that was yesterday. 'Cause we are creating now. We are creating. I am creating. You are creating. We are creating. What are we creating now?
All right. Hello, we are back, and look who it is again.
Hi.
It's my wife, Angela. And we have the Smokin' Joe show's very first game.
So excited.
In this bag, I have 6 different kinds of chocolate, and I have 2 friends here. Angela, my
Hi.
wife. She's my friend and wife. And then our friend Natalie, waiting patiently to...
Should I?
do not yet. So in this bag, I have 6 chocolatey things, and what we're going to do is we will blindfold this lady right here. You can go ahead now, do it. Make sure you cannot see, and close your eyes too.
Yes.
Now I will show you what I am going to give her, and she has to guess what it is. We'll see how fair or not fair we have to be, but this is a game. Guess the chocolatey thing. Probably could have come up with a more clever name, but that is it for now. So her first one, we're gonna go easy to hard here. So this is something that we all know. Hold on. Everybody see. All right, something that we all know.
I've been waiting all day.
She's been waiting all ever since I asked her to do this. All right. There you go.
Oh,
What is that?
is this? Wait, I have a question. Do
I-
I only get one guess?
You get one guess,
Oh.
and each wrong answer, you win eating the chocolate, and each right answer you get a point.
Can I eat it before I guess?
Yes, you eat it.
Okay, I got this.
All right, what is it, Angela?
Hold on. Hold on.
The microphone's right there anyway,
Mm-hmm.
in front of your face,
Oh.
so
Okay.
you got to talk into it here.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Is this a chocolate donut little thingy?
She guessed right. That was a chocolate donut.
Yay!
Chocolate donut.
I want to eat the rest of it really quick though.
You can go ahead and eat the rest of it.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
All right.
Okay. Mm,
You're the one who wanted to eat the rest of it.
okay. Yeah. Take it.
You can eat the rest of them. There's a whole 5 more
Oh, I'll do that later.
So yeah, that was the easy one. How do you feel? Pretty confident?
That
How
was
you feeling?
good.
Like, tell us about your love of chocolate.
I used to eat about a candy bar a day, and then I did my budget with my best friend Amber Dambert and figured out I was spending like $35 a week on gas station chocolate. So now I just put it into my ice cream for special treat nights. And
Yeah. I'd say we eat about half as much chocolate, which is still a lot. All right. So Angela's a strong push right away. This is the next one. This is the middle stage. We're gonna see how she does. Everyone see?
I hope it's a caramel.
You got, it's not. All right. Check it out. Here. There you go. That is half of it. I can give you the other half too if you want.
Oh
You want the other half?
no, I'm trying.
Just like kind of just so you know how big it is, or
Ooh. Oh,
see that's the
okay.
the half I broke.
Okay. I hope this is what I think it is.
All right. Well, you
Sorry.
take a bite and tell me what kind of chocolate thing is that?
I know this one too.
Okay.
I think. Is it a Milky Way because of Galactic Get Down?
It is a Milky Way. As in the galaxy. Oh man, 2
Guardians of the Galaxy. Milky
Guardians
Way.
of the Galaxy.
Cool.
Avengers Day.
Here you go, babe.
All right. Wow. So, you said you knew your chocolate, and you do indeed.
And my donuts.
And
I
yeah,
like
well, that's
the crunchy,
chocolate.
I like the crunchy ones the best, though.
Okay. Now this is the hard one.
Oh,
This is the
it's
hard one. And this
probably
is
a
not.
fancy chocolate.
Yep.
I
You do
hope.
not have to tell me what brand this is. You just have to tell me what it is. So just 1 second. Okay.
Is it unwrapped yet?
Everyone look.
Is it a good one? Oh, what was it? That
Everyone
noise
look at what
excites
this is.
me.
If you know what it is, I bet you do.
I don't know. Romie made an excited noise.
Yeah. Because it's dope. All right.
But is it really though? 'Cause that would,
All right. Put out your hands.
oh, what? This?
Mhm.
Oh.
What is that
I don't know. I don't
chocolate
know
thing?
how I'm gonna open my mouth for this. Oh my god.
You can do it.
Don't watch.
I'm not watching.
Oh.
No one's looking.
I think I might know.
Let me pull up. I took a
Is it-
picture of the description.
Is
So
it a chocolate cannoli?
that is, yeah, that gets you the point. That's close enough. It's a hazelnut chocolate
Oh.
cannoli, and you got to say it into the microphone, please. She just guessed chocolate
A
cannoli.
chocolate cannoli. I don't know where the mic is.
All right, so yeah, go ahead and take off your blindfold. Emily, you got 3 for 3 points. See, now I know that
and a big mess all over the couch. That was really crummy.
it was a little crummy.
I'm gonna eat the rest of this
Okay.
over there. That was really good. I didn't know.
Anything? So how was that?
That was exciting for my taste
Well,
buds.
did it at least get harder each time?
This one felt really hard, but then I tasted it and I know what a cannoli tastes like because I'm Italian. Cassettos makes really good cannolis.
Okay.
And we just watched a Top Chef or Master Chef about cannolis, so like I bit into it and I knew from the texture. But yeah, it was harder.
The other fancy dessert we also just watched a cooking show about, so I just kind of picked. So
Okay. Goodbye.
I love what. Yeah. You can go ahead and
Okay.
move on.
All right. Thanks,
Angela,
guys.
thank you for participating. You win all that chocolate.
High five.
You have extra chocolate now. So that's the prize. And we have a friend that flew in from Wisconsin, and by flew I mean drove.
In her space shuttle.
In her space shuttle, it's a car. The Pandamobile. Natalie Lynn is here. Yeah, sorry. Sorry about the... What do you mean and we have our spacious studio that is so easy to maneuver around in with these microphone stands that are not in the way at all. Natalie, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello. Natalie brought her own face coverage.
No, it's your wife's.
Sleepy mask.
All right, are we doing
So I mean, you can introduce yourself a little bit. I don't know if you want to say anything.
just hi, I'm Natalie.
And she likes chocolate. Do you like chocolate?
Yes.
Is chocolate your
I've
favorite
been-
dessert?
Anticipating this, I just want chocolate.
Nice. Well, we have some
It's
chocolate.
the only reason I said yes.
For you. Yeah, I've kind of figured. I was like, I kind of put her on the spot a little bit. I'm like, but it's chocolate.
Yay.
And everyone loves chocolate. These taste tests are fun.
All right, we doing
What's in the bag? What's in the bag? What's in the
it?
bag?
All right, going under.
All right.
All
Now,
right.
no cheating.
All right,
Code of honor.
undercover.
With our very first one.
It is hard to remember where the microphone
Okay.
is.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
can just like use your hand.
Okay.
Make sure, or just scream, or whatever you want. This is the first one, everybody. Everybody, check it out.
I'm intrigued.
I don't know what the oohs and ahs are like. All right. That is your first one.
Oh.
Feel free.
Well,
Feel free to take a bite or eat the whole thing or like smush it up in your hand. We can grab you a napkin if you need.
I think it's like hold on.
And if you need a hint, I have one.
I'm trying to remember. I know what it is, but I can't remember the name of it.
Can you name the brand of it?
Hostess.
Yep. I can't, we can divvy out half points.
I think it's I want to say moon something.
It is. I wouldn't say that,
Dang it.
but do you want to call that your guess and find out, or do you want a clue?
Guess and find out.
All right. It is not a moon pie. It is a ding dong.
Dang it.
I wouldn't have gotten that one either.
Really?
Really, I haven't eaten a lot of ding
Well, okay. I was gonna get a Twinkie, but it wasn't chocolate.
I know a lot of ding dongs.
I think we all know a lot of ding dongs out there, don't we, folks? A lot of ho-hos, too.
That escalated quickly.
A lot of Twinkies, a lot of ho-hos, a lot of ding dongs.
All right.
Why are all the hostess things insults? This is all coming to me in a wave now. All right. So you kind of get the theme,
Yeah.
That was the cheap kind, that was like the what is this,
All right.
chocolate. This is your mid shelf chocolate bar.
You're mid-grade.
See, I don't know. Oh, I did this with Angela, but I'm just gonna give you the whole thing.
Oh, good. Oh,
I'm not gonna
goody.
break it. But everybody, we all know and love, and I would recommend feeling the texture of it.
Oh, I know. This is where I'm from. This factory.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the factory was right by my old house.
Factory of what?
Nestle's.
Well, that is correct.
And it's a crunch bar.
It is. Ding, 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 ding. All right, so
I used to live next to it.
really,
Yeah.
that really works out. If I had planned that, I would feel smart.
Burlington, Wisconsin.
Burlington,
Hey,
Wisconsin.
represent.
The Crunch Factory. All right, so
They call it no, seriously, they call it the Chocolate City.
the Chocolate City. Chocolate City. So I want to.
All right, this is melting in my
Yeah.
hand.
Okay. Yeah.
I
See,
mean,
I
I'm
put
gonna
it-
eat it.
Oh yeah. Well, that's your prize. Your losing prize, your consolation prize, and your grand prize is the rest of the chocolate.
Wunderbar.
I have an extra cannoli in here for me.
Those did look really good.
Yeah. So we can all have some of that later. I got an extra one because it just looks so good. This one doesn't look as good, but I'm pretty sure it tastes amazing. Very simple. Very very elegant.
I like that reaction.
From Kowalski's
I feel like
Market.
this will need two hands.
It will not,
Okay.
but maybe the flavor.
One hand.
We'll see.
Ooh, hello. Yeah.
So, and this is not a brand. This is a
round.
This is a kind of dessert. You can.
Okay. This is gonna. Interesting.
It's fancy.
Yes. Fancy. It's gonna be hard to bite into. Hold on.
Maybe it's not good.
That one's interesting. Very, very interesting.
Is it chocolatey?
It's chocolatey, but the middle's weird.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. With these particular desserts, with this squishy middle,
It's like cream filled something.
kind of.
I don't know, like a fancy cream filled chocolate. That's my guess.
Let's see. There's another food that's named this too. What's a good hint for this? There's another good food that's named this named for this, and like pigs are really good at finding this particular. Do you know what I'm talking about? Is that a good hint?
That is not a good hint. I was
Okay.
gonna say my hint
Yeah, you give a hint.
is that the chocolate is called the type of center it is. So it's like it's not like nougat.
Is
but
anybody
it's a
guessing?
It's a different center, and it's a type of chocolate you would find in a box,
Oh, it is a type of chocolate you would find in a box.
like a fancy.
A box of blank.
I want to say like I don't know. The middle is intriguing. Oh.
And
fudge. It's like I don't know. Yeah, it's like
Is anybody guessing it online?
a fudgy center.
I guess it hasn't happened yet. Nice.
Not fair. They could
You're
see
right.
it.
They could see it.
Joe's hint would have been it's another word associated with pigs, but it's not like a pig chocolate.
Would you like to know, or do you want?
Yeah, I give up.
All right,
tried.
that's okay. We're all winners here. It is a truffle.
Damn
It is
it.
a chocolate truffle.
That's the word I couldn't
Yeah.
think of.
You know, fair to be quite real with you and everyone.
Okay.
I looked at it in the box and I handed it to you, and I couldn't remember it either, so I had to look on my phone. I forgot the word truffle like right before, so I was like, "Wait, what is this?" So
Cool.
not that, but yeah. So thank you so much.
I'm chocolatey.
We're chocolatey. We're a chocolatey bunch.
Bye.
Bye, Natalie. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, I hope it was good chocolate. It is, yeah. You win chocolate. Feel free to eat all the ding dongs and crunch bars from the Chocolate City. All right. So coming up after our next musical thing, we have Romie, who I will introduce at a lot. And but we did a performance together yesterday. We'll explain it. Here we go. And if it doesn't work, we can. Okay. Hello.
What's up?
We felt like maybe not banging drums in my apartment at 8 p.m. So this is a pre-recorded live performance with me and Romie.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to decide what song to do now. All right. I'm going to do Forgiven. It goes like this. I know you as I can. I know on you. are again. Wasn't that neat?
Wait, yeah, see.
Yeah, right. The camera's weird. So I have right here with me Ricardo Romie. As we all know and love him. Romero. I got some cool images. Romie, you do a lot of stuff. I'm going to refer to here. You are the owner-manager of the Romer Dome. So a lot of you might have... Oh, wait. Hold on. Here we go. Of the Romer Dome. A lot of you may or may not have experienced this exact thing before. At Harmony Park events, Project Earth, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And Shangri-La, right.
You ran... So just tell me a little bit about the Romer Dome here.
Yeah, so a handful of years back, we were approached by JoJo and Wookiefoot and asked us to run the Dome for Harmony Park, to which then I was looking forward to it since Harmony Park has been such a big influence in my life. It was an honor to take on set mission, so to speak. So
Yeah, and you got to book all the bands.
yeah,
right?
pretty much.
Yeah, and that's super cool. Space Monkey Mafia played in the Dome.
That's right. Yeah, they played at Shangri-La last year. Romer Dome.
All right, moving on. We have also you are the cymbal-kicking percussionist of Mae Simpson, the winners of the famous Dave's Blues Battle of the Bands.
That's right. That's right.
I was there for one of those.
Yeah, that was
and I saw you. I think this one where you stood up.
Yeah.
And you stand up on your stool.
On my cajon.
On your cajon.
That's right.
Which is your stool.
Yep.
And kick the cymbal. It's a fun moment. It reminds me of just antics. I mean, Mark McGinnis and Dead Larry swings the strobe light over his head or has
that is cool.
You know what I mean? Like just those little stage things you can do that really it's like, oh, you just did that. And then if they see you again, they're like, I want to see him kick the thing.
But you know what's funny about that is that it was all on the moment.
Yeah.
In the moment time.
That time?
I was not planning.
Just then?
No, how we started.
Before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was all
I saw the
spontaneous.
birth of that.
Kind of.
All
Still
right.
refining it.
Well, yeah.
It's kind of
We're all constantly refining.
It's kind of my Karate Kid moment.
Refining everything. There I am again. All right. So, and then you also, how I really got to know you more than just here and there and stuff. Romie, if you've ever and you should have seen this, if you haven't seen it, please visit www.galacticgetdown.com. Romie does all of our updating, the creating. He puts this all together. If we want something to happen, we say, Romie, we need a page that does this thing, and he's like, all right, and he does that.
Yeah,
so,
it's fun.
So in this day and age, having your website guy is super duper important.
It's awesome.
And
Thank you.
So I mean, what else do you do? You're obviously really bored all the time. You don't do anything.
Wow.
You do have I kid. You do have a daughter. I know.
Yes, I have a 9-year-old.
9.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. It's right. Her name's Yaya. She's just my world.
Yeah.
And
that's what I hear.
Lights up my life. So
nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Gives you all you need, from what I understand.
That's right. What do? I do a handful of things. I'm an ordained minister. I believe in love and peace.
Those are good.
Yeah. Let's see. The Dome for Harmony Park, the website for Galactic Get Down, the Romer Dome Familia, which is a collective, collaborative effort by members of a handful of bands, from Harmony Park that bring the whole effort of the Dome together, and as well as the local shows this year, particularly with Kawasota, running it from Open Minds Music or Fusion Studio, really cool yoga studio in the Uptown area, Lynn Lake here in South Minneapolis. Where we introduce Kava as an alternative venue for folks that don't necessarily want to indulge in alcohol and still have a good time.
It's a very mild, it's very mild, and it's like, I don't know, it's like kind of the opposite of drinking a cup of coffee. Like, it has about that range of coffee might get you going a little bit, but it's just coffee. It's like Kava, you get a little relaxed, but it's like, it's just,
Yeah.
That's kind of how I experienced it.
Just promoting live
like an
health.
Acquired taste too, because that was
That's right.
I had never quit tasting anything quite like that.
Yeah, it was
bad. It was just new.
It was one of those things that helped me, deal with my everyday life as a veteran and what I deal with music, which is really interesting stuff.
So when I was interested in talking about, you just mentioned, was your time spent in the military. And not only that, but how you went from, here we go, this will be fun, this guy right in the middle.
Dude, that picture,
Right
wow.
in the middle. Romie there in the middle. Young,
Picture, it's
handsome,
insane.
fit, with your team there. I don't know what they call that.
Yeah, that was the
squad,
combination of our team. You know, I'm in the middle there, and the guy, the other U.S. Army guy there, Sergeant Weir. Always, I loved his last name because of course, as you can assume, it was Sergeant Weird.
Sergeant Weird.
Yeah, and became a cool mentor for me, and a good friend. And those are our counterparts, the Iraqi special forces that we were training.
Nice. All right. So here, I'll get rid of this. Is all I know. This is all up in our faces. So the military and music aren't mutually exclusive. Like, you can do both things. You know, we have the USO tours, comedians, and like especially country music is really, has a military forward message a lot of the time. But to go from being in the military to being a musician that like plays a Harmony Park, and not only like that you go to these festivals, but that you're involved, I mean, like, not that it's impossible, but it's curious to me. But I guess my first, so there must have been something there. So tell us a little bit about why you joined the military and your experiences around that time.
Cool. Yeah. Just like many of us did with the whole after 9/11 thing, that became a motivational avenue for me to explore that. And at the same time, I wanted to pay my own way through college, and that's the one thing I could do at the time. So it was two things to face at the time,
Yeah. So like, the money for school is like the number one thing I hear about why young people join the military. And did you just feel like you didn't have any other like way, like that was just the best way?
Well, in my opinion, right? Because I have a great supportive family.
Nice.
And my parents, they both wanted to take care of that. But for me at the time, I just couldn't see that putting that burden on them. Not like they couldn't take it, but it was just a way that I could help them. They've taken me on all my entire life and support me to this day. So I give thanks,
Right.
So it was a way for me to give back a little bit.
And was it what you expected? Like when you got there, like how was it? Like, because I personally, I don't know if I could ever do it.
Yeah. Well, man, I tell you.
What was it like? And was it what you expected? And did it do what you wanted it to do for you, I guess?
Yeah. My mom being a teacher from Puerto Rico, I went to military school. She was a teacher there.
Oh, so before you were in the military?
Yeah. So
I military school.
Yeah,
so you were
I was
already used to it.
Yeah, man. Since like second grade, wearing the uniform and doing canvases and marches, and eventually becoming
hardcore Boy Scouts.
Kind of.
I was a Boy Scout.
Oh yeah.
That was just like
your part-time stuff.
Yeah, I was like part-time military youth. I loved camping though, which I still do at music festivals and stuff. So all those camping skills come in handy.
Yeah, but it was essentially just a school. It's just surrounded, of course, in education, but the military was kind of an aspect of it, and we learned a lot about it. And to be honest with you, that was I always wanted to join the Army.
Really?
Yeah, so it wasn't just
the Army.
Yeah, to join particularly to join the Army.
Like the infantry?
Well, I started as a 14 Mike, and that's a Stinger missile operator.
What's a Stinger missile?
We shoot rockets from our shoulders, bro.
What?
Yeah.
You shot rockets from your shoulder?
No, but we trained to in case there's another Air Force that comes and attack us.
Fair enough. So,
but I trained with the video games that they have, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah, so that's crazy. They train with video games.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
hear that, and then a lot of even like strikes are done.
Yeah, all that stuff was classified at one point. I just becoming declassified, and the more stuff we could get to see. But as the war started progressing in Iraq, particularly, they didn't see a particular work for us Stinger missile operators, so they converted us to the infantry.
Okay,
and that's how I ended up. Yes, sir.
Okay, and how long? From when to when?
Let's see. I was there. I started training in 2004, but I was there from in 2005.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
And then did you just complete your chunk and then stop? Was it like did you just like, do your tour?
Uh-huh.
That's what they call it?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Do your tour and then be done?
Yeah, our tour was one of the longest stints before the actual one that was like the longest one that hit our division, which was the 34th Infantry Division. A lot of us are from Minnesota. Was like a 23-month tour, but mine was 13 months. It was kind of a mission-centric. We had particular things that we were there to do. It was only 50 of us in an oil refinery. The size
Is it a
of
big oil refinery?
that's probably the size of U.S. Bank Stadium. Probably bigger too.
That's big.
so-
I've been in there.
But that to draw a comparison a little bit.
Yeah, that's huge.
But it was
so you're in an oil refinery in Iraq.
yeah.
And all politics aside, as I know we could go one way or the other. Like, was that what you expected to be? Did you do like what I guess you worry that people go over there and have the wrong idea about what they're doing, but did everything meet your expectations? I guess, like, was it all?
No, I actually, you do all this training, right, for something like that, and there's not enough training. You land there and it's completely different. So, it took me by surprise. Essentially, there was a level of expectations, but then everything gets really real when bullets hit the ground and first time you load your weapon, stuff like that.
Those rounds into a weapon.
Yeah, it's not training rounds. That now you actually have the real thing. But really, what really changed my life, and I really attest to this particular moment in time, was a really sick Iraqi girl approached me. Actually, rather her younger sister approached me after I was playing Ring Around the Rosie with a bunch of kids. Yeah. We got to a little town, and it looked friendly enough for me, so I dropped my weapon off to my friend, my battle buddy, my friend, and against his opinion, he's like, dude, are you crazy? What are you doing? And so I felt safe, and I had a pocket full of saltwater taffy, and so I approached the kids, and as soon as they saw the candy, then they saw the smiles. I approached, and so we started goofing around and playing. And so, but this little girl approached me, grabs me, and brings me inside of the house. And entering an Iraqi home without an invitation is a sign of disrespect.
Right. I mean, I think everywhere.
Yeah, but more so over there, they actually take action upon you.
Yeah, and like it's all. I mean,
Yeah, and I was
an invitation from a child probably doesn't count.
But it appeared so because I didn't have my weapon, and so that was my first thought. It's like, wow, my battle buddy was right. I should have really kept my defense.
Right.
But I went with my instinct, and the little girl led me into the bedroom where her big sister was laying there, and she was suffering from pneumonia. She had a extreme flu. Just severe dehydration, and as a combat lifesaver, instincts kick in. So give her an IV, stabilize her the best I can.
You did all that right there.
Yes, sir. Yeah. It was instinct. It's something that you have to do. There's someone that needs your help, regardless, enemy or friend. That was my personal mission. I don't want to be known or remember as somebody that did the whole Rambo thing.
Right.
That was my true intention. Even during that time, I'm sincere and pure at heart, I believe, and my actions, I feel like at the moment in time, really spoke up for the kind of character I want to become when I'm older, sort of thing. And
absolutely, you have to make the choices now that will affect you later. Things that you can build your own psyche upon, like the action of helping a sick Iraqi child, would then resonate within you. That would inspire. If you feel good doing it, if you feel good doing good, then you're gonna do more of it. Yeah,
and what was really cool is that it rippled to my platoon. They saw that, and it was to see an infantryman that's 250 pounds that is nothing but muscle share a tear. It's something.
Yeah. You got to do something.
But after essentially fast forward a few months later, after division surgeon came out and paid a visit to the family and everything. We're doing patrol again, and the same kids that I was playing Ring Around the Rosie at the time were playing. But then the girl that we assisted at the time, she was healthy.
Yeah. Was she playing too?
And she was out there.
That's movie stuff.
But she was not. She was not outside of the home. There's a certain age when a teenager hits in the culture that you're not essentially allowed. I don't want to say allowed, but you're cuddled more.
Yeah.
You're protected more.
Right.
And so she was over.
Makes sense.
She was behind the driveway fence, and had a flower, a rose, and approached and basically calls me over. And hands me the rose. And in the culture, she selected her husband. And so for me, it was like, whoa, cool, respect. But I don't live here, sort of.
Yeah.
That's my mentality. I'm a young kid, man. This is 14 years ago, you
That's
know.
crazy.
But that moment in time really was what made me.
Trip.
Yeah, it made me realize that really truly love is a universal language, and we all feel it one way or another. She needed help, so we provided it.
That's awesome.
And vice versa, she helped me. She healed me in a way. So it's cool.
Yeah, we have time. It'll be an hour. That was a cool story.
Thanks.
So yeah. Fast forward, you do your tour, and then you choose not to continue.
Yes, I finished my 8 years in the service, combination of
8
National
years?
Guard and reserves. Yeah.
Wow. So you started in 2005?
No, I joined the service in 2002 officially,
Okay.
and then
then-
finished in 2010.
2010, which was 8 years ago, everybody.
Yeah,
feeling old.
It'll be May 10th, but the official
coming right up.
anniversary. Yeah.
Coming right up. So yeah. So then 2010, you're out of the service, and how do you get to being the percussionist of Mae Simpson? Like, how did you get to Harmony Park? Like, I mean, I guess. Like,
Man, this is another one I like to reminisce on. My friends were really concerned about my well-being at the time, and this, I've been already back from the war for a few years, but the way that PTSD and everything, it works on a ripple effect. So you take action today, and it might not even hit you until years later. And I feel like I was one of those cases where it just started to hit me harder and harder. And as a stubborn young guy, asking for help just seemed like a sign of weakness.
Yeah, and we all know,
And,
the rate of suicide among veterans is
I mean, it used to
higher
be
than-
22, now it's down to 19,
Yeah.
right? So we're doing the
so
right
it's-
work.
That's I mean,
But really, they took me under their wing and brought me to a festival called Wakarusa. A lot of us have heard of it. And
Crusoe's dope.
when I opened my eyes and I was hearing the Mulberry River in the background and nothing but the tallest pines I've ever been under, in the Mulberry Mountains of Arkansas.
Yep, in Arkansas.
It's my first interactions with different cultures that I've never been a part of. As a infantryman, I've only been doctored into a way of life, so to speak. So, then I go and I sit down to my very first show that I remember. It was Widespread Panic, and telling myself that I want to be on that stage one day.
Really? That was it? Man.
So,
Let's see. My first festival was Camp Euphoria, and I was feeling good, and I was watching Cornmeal. Who I actually know now. And it was Cornmeal 2008. And I remember looking at the stage and being like, this is the future of music. This is the future. And I mean, I wasn't wrong. Bluegrass is super popular. It probably was then too. And will be forever. But, that whole bluegrass, explosion of the, Green Sky and Yonder and Cornmeal, does really well for themselves too. Yeah, that's crazy. So Widespread Panic in Arkansas.
Yeah, Widespread Panic,
And then
Arkansas.
somehow you found
and
Harmony
then
Park.
here's the connection. Mr. Fun on Stilts, the
Mr.
March
Fun.
4th marching band.
Wow.
Chili wearing this 6-arm Buddha suit. And of course Mark and Jojo and the crew, man. And I just followed the drums, and I remember just being called to the drum circle and the beat, and reminded me of how grounding, it made me feel, like how connected.
Yeah.
And And that's how I saw my first Wookie Foot show was at Wakarusa, and led me to Harmony Park.
Yeah, Wookie Foot has had a lot to do with you know, my evolution as an artist and as a person. You know, I mean, you know, they're a powerful force, and they connect a lot of people, and that's kind of what we aspire to do. What I aspire to do is just connect people, like-minded people, in a safe environment. That's what the Galactic Get Down's for. We're just doing it our own way in space.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're going to Houston, Minnesota to take you over.
So we're going to end this, but I feel like that was a stellar episode 1 interview. Thank you so much for being here. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of thing. Like, I have a lot of friends in the music scene that I call my friends, that we've spent a lot of time together. We've worked on events. We've worked on this and that and the other thing. But I mean, neither one of us have really had so what did you do before I met you?
Yeah, right.
Like,
This
we
is
just start
sweet,
being
man.
friends from that moment on. Or hold on, that moment on, and sometimes things happen so quickly and you kind of forget.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, I learned you're in the military. I was like, I had no idea, and we've been talking almost daily for months.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's something I don't just share.
No.
It's part of me, but you know, if it
it's-
comes up, let's
Right.
talk about
So
it.
it's kind of cool to you know, have a ground. So thanks for being on this show.
Oh yeah, but
Smokin'
before we
yeah,
sign off,
what else?
Uh,
You can say anything you want.
May Simpson Music, you know you love it. So check this out. This weekend, Saturday night, we're gonna be at Famous Dave's, and then May 1st, Amsterdam Bar and Grill, and then May 4th, Can Wonderland, and then May 5th, Kathy's Pub, etc. kind of deal. So May Simpson Music, Facebook,
They're hitting the city
check
by
it.
storm.
You don't want to miss this.
We might be cooking up something ourselves.
Yes, and also Galactic Get Down, Romer Dome Silent Jams. That's a real thing. It's kind of the one when they don't want you to do anything because people are kind of sleeping.
Yeah.
You plug
have to
them
be
in,
Quiet.
and then we'll blow your minds.
And you plug in your headphones and you watch. It's a live band. It's like a silent disco, but with a
With a
band.
live band, it's gonna be new elements and a surprise, maybe.
Yeah. And L-Dub.
Yeah.
They're doing the silent jam. So,
All right, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
bro.
thank you so much, Romie. And without further ado, this is a live video of a live show of May Simpson music. The song is called Words.
Words are just words. Word. Enjoy.
Guys, thank you so much for coming out. Yeah, this song is called Word. This song is exactly what it says. You know, words are just words. It's like having a band. You can say you're gonna put a band together, and then you don't, because words are just words. But when you put a band together and you put words to that shit, it's beautiful. Words are just words. Words are just words. Like oil and fire. Like oil and fire. Take my time.
Hi, Smokin Joe Scarpolino here. Thank you all so much for being a part of episode 1. And thank you for being a part of even episode test 0 that was last week. Or, the live show in the Blizzard that inspired this whole thing. Anyway, I'm just going to do a few quick shout-outs before I show you my end credits, which has the full song of the intro credits. So if you missed the beginning, make sure to stick around for the end because this is a fun, silly song. First, I must share with you my inspiration, one of my loves, Heatbox's Soul Players. Heatbox's interactive game show live on twitch.com. It happens Tuesday nights from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time. Make sure to check out twitch.com/Heatbox64. He has a wonderful game show, and I owe the inspiration of this show to him, especially because if he can do a game show, I thought, hey, I'll do a talk show. Anyway, I also want to remind everyone to check out the Galactic Get Down with Dead Larry and all our funky friends the first weekend of August 2nd through 4th at Outback Ranch in Houston, Minnesota. That's down in southeastern Minnesota, right around Winona La Crosse area, right in there, right in that sweet spot, right in there. And for all your information on Galactic Get Down, www.galacticgetdown.com, facebook.com/galacticgetdown, Instagram, #. Make sure to check us out, all that fun stuff. And I'm announcing for the very first time, next week's special guest, we have Joe Dunn. Joe Dunn from Frogleg. Joe Dunn will be here. I don't know what we're going to do, but he will be here. And I had a lot of fun making his advertisement, so make sure to check back in. We'll have more games, more interviews, more silliness. I'm hoping I'll even get a desk and we can have more of a talk show sort of layout. But, one thing at a time. I got the microphones this time. Maybe I'll get a video camera next time or, a digital thingy. Who knows? The sky's the limit. I'll just keep growing as I go. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Smokin Joe Scarpolino, and it's been so real.
Because I'm with you through thick and thin, whatever trouble you are in. I don't care whatever you do, just know that I love you. Oh, I love you. Sometimes you got troubles, so many troubles, they're getting you down. But you don't have to worry about your troubles no more, 'cause I'll always be around, because I'm with you through thick and thin, whatever trouble you are in. I don't care whatever you do, just know that I love you. Oh, whoa. I love you.